Hey, what's going on guys, Darius here and welcome to a new tutorial, and in this tutorial we will be making this manipulation, and this is called machines and other things. And as you can see, the manipulation consists in a female face, female hair, and gears with lights coming out, and an abstract background with red and blue, and I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna do this from scratch. So let's see how are we going to start. So the first thing that you need is the background that I already prepared for you guys. You don't need to work on it anymore. I made this with gradients and stuff, and I think it looks great. I'm going to keep the PSD of the manipulation here on the first tab, just in case I forget something during the tutorial. So hopefully no hate for that. So yeah, let's start with the tutorial. So you're gonna import this background into Photoshop. That's the first thing that you gotta do. Then you have this stock of the female. This is from Maria Amanda from DeviantArt, and she's awesome. She has a lot of stocks. And what you need to do here is to take her face, extract her face using the pen tool, or just erasing the background and stuff like that, so you just have the face. Right now on the screen you're seeing an annotation to a pen tooling tutorial on how to extract stuff and make them have no background, so you can use them in manipulation. So just click the link and go to it. I already extracted the face, the head here, and I'm just going to copy it by selecting everything and pasting it into Photoshop on this background. And as you can see, it's a really big picture, so I'm just going to name this render or subject or whatever. I'm gonna mark it with green, and I'm going to right click it and convert it to a smart object, so I can now edit it without destroying it. So I'm just gonna press Ctrl T on the keyboard and transform the head, and I'm just going to make it smaller and put it around here until I find a good position, you know. There we go. This seems about right. Let me just check the manipulation and see. Yeah, seems about right. I'm just gonna tilt it a little bit like this, so it doesn't look straight down. And yeah, I think we got a good position. Now we can add a layer mask to the render. So I'm just gonna select the render and click here on what's it called, add layer mask. And now you choose a hard brush. Go to your brushes and your normal regular brushes and just select, for example, this one, the last one here, and size, let's see, a big one. This is too big. Let's try about 277 pixels. This seems about right. And then just choose black. There we go. And with the color black and the hardness to 100%, we're just gonna click on the mask and then start erasing around the picture. So make sure to take a big chunk of the face. Don't be shy with the brush tool. Just erase everything that you don't need. I'm gonna erase this one too, right about here, just like this. There we go. And what I'm gonna do now, once you got this, you need to add the gears. And I have a few gears ready here. I have these ones from Mossy889 from DeviantArt. I'm gonna post a link in the description to the stocks. And we got these ones from Redhead stock, and these are awesome, by the way. So I'm just gonna copy these, and I'm going to go into my PSD again, my canvas, and paste them on top of the render. Let me just label the render, just put it green, you know, and name this gears. So now we have the gears. We just convert them to a smart object again, and we transform them by pressing Ctrl T on the keyboard. And while holding shift, just drag the corners so it resizes proportionally, and just put it on top of the model or under the model. Let's start by putting the gears under the model. Okay, I'm just gonna place this one here. I'm gonna make a new copy. I'm gonna put it under here. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger like this. So it's not going to come exactly like in this manipulation, but it's going to come out something similar, you know? Okay, now I'm going to make another copy. I'm just going to put it around here. I'm going to make it smaller this time. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to make another copy, and I'm going to put it around, I don't know, let me check. Seems about right. I'm going to put it around here, just like this. Okay, so now let's put some gears on top of her. So we're going to select by holding Control all these gears layers and press Control and G on the keyboard to make a group. And now I'm just going to rename this group gears under. So we know that these gears are under her. Now we choose the render layer. Now we drop in the same gears, but above her. So right click, create, convert to smart object, gears, and transform them. Just like this. I'm sorry if I don't talk, you know, too much doing the tutorial. Like when I'm doing fine adjustments, I just don't find anything interesting to talk about when I'm doing these tutorials, you know. So I'm just gonna resize these and put them, for example, here. I'm gonna make another copy, and I'm gonna put it, I don't know, let me rotate it, you know, just make it more interesting. Put it around here, maybe bigger, like this. I don't know, around here, like this. Then another copy, and this time I'm gonna make some smaller, you know, just randomize, you know, put the gears however you want, however it looks good, what makes you feel good, you know, just like this. Just gonna put it right here. Then let me see, I'm gonna put a gear. Let me just check something. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gears under and just gonna make another copy, and I'm gonna resize this gear like this and just make a big gear behind her, you know. Let me just put it right here. There we go. Where am I gonna put this? Around here. It's very difficult. This seems about right. So it's starting to look pretty good, and I'm not satisfied yet with the result. I want more gears, so I'm gonna go back to these kind of gears, and I'm gonna copy them. I'm gonna paste them into the manipulation, the gears under, and name this second gears, so you know which is which. And just right click and convert to a smart object and just transform them. These are really big, you know, so just have to resize them. And these are nice because they're rusty, you know, and it just gives that steampunk, that kind of rustic feel, and I kind of like that. So I'm gonna put these around here. They look good over there, why not? Gonna put some around here, why not? Above. So I'm gonna make some smaller ones and put them around here somewhere. Seems about right. Like this. Let me just check over here. Okay. I'm gonna move them then. I'm just gonna take these and put them above, you know. I'm just gonna make them smaller, you know. So we have some variation above too. I'm just gonna copy these again and put them, I don't know. I'm just gonna make them bigger maybe. This looks like a nice place, but it will look better under, so I'm just gonna put them under. There we go. Around here. Just gonna make this bigger. And just have some big gears, you know, somewhere. There we go. So that looks pretty nice. I'm pretty satisfied with the result. I feel like something is missing here. What could it be? Of course, there's a gear missing right about here, a big one, you know. There always has to be one big ass gear, you know, among the others. And now this looks much better with the big gear. Now once you got the gears above the render, just press Ctrl G and group them and name this gears over. So we got gears under and the gears over. Now let's work on the skin of not the skin. Let's work on the on our face here. Let's just make it, you know, paler, maybe bluish, you know. So I'm just gonna click, while having the render selected, just click on the adjustments layer here and just make a color balance adjustment, then right click and create a clipping mask to it. Select midtones and play around with the settings. I'm gonna put some cyan here. No, I'm just gonna put it to blue because it looks paler like that. Magenta maybe. Just like this, blue, you know. And I'm gonna go to highlights. Let's see if I can do something with highlights. Oh, that looks pale. That is nice. The shadows. Oh, the shadows. Just pump up the red on the shadows. Let's see what else we can do. Maybe with the blue. That looks good. So these are some nice settings. Now add some curves. Right click, create clipping mask. Let me see what kind. Let's just do this curve here, just like this. So like make like a parenthesis here. Just make like a bow with the curves. Let's see what we can do with the red. Just pump down the red just a little bit, and yeah, we got a nice effect. Now what we gotta do is you know, clear the skin a bit. I'm gonna go on the render here. I'm just gonna make a copy of the render above the render. Wait just a second. I gotta make a copy. Let's duplicate. There we go. Duplicate. Okay. Yeah, just clip the masks again. I don't know why it's unclipping my masks. Just clip it again. And with this render copy that you that you clipped to the render, just right click and convert to smart object, then right click and rasterize it. So now this is a editable layer. So I'm just gonna go to image and then adjustments, and then let me see, where is it? Variations. In the variations, you can play around with the skin color. You can add more green, you can add more blue. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty pale. That looks fantastic. I'm pretty satisfied with the result. Now you can work on this render copy. I'm just gonna make another copy of it. There we go. And I'm gonna clip the masks again. There we go. And now we're gonna call this second copy of the render clip to the main copy, to click to the main render. I'm gonna call this color burn. And this is because we're gonna start burning some shadows. So I'm gonna go to my burn tool here and make sure you have midtone selected and or shadows. Let me check. Exposure 50% is too much, so let's just drop it to about 24 should do. And I'm just going to, you know, burn around where the on the face where the shadows should be. Let me just choose a smaller brush size because this is too big. I'm just gonna save the copy. There we go. I'm just gonna start putting some shadows here and there. There we go. There we go around here. There you go. And here on the hair, so above on the hair part, we can go and choose midtones or highlights. Highlights is preferable, and we can pump up the exposure to about 33%, and just start blasting the hair with it, just like that. And the skin, there we go. Because the skin is lighter, you know, so yeah. Around here, just like that. So we created some shadows, you know. Now you can go back to shadows, or let me just work with the midtones. There we go. Midtones work really well. The shadows are more intense now, and this is good. It's what we want. There we go. Okay. Just gonna choose a smaller brush and accentuate the shadows on the smaller gears. Okay, this looks pretty good. Let me just accentuate it here. And it really makes the gears pop up. Okay, now that we've burned the render I can just remove this here, you know. As you can see what we did with the burn tool. Now I can go to the gears over, for example. Let me see, we got a group here. Perfect. So I'm gonna label this group with a yellow color. Now I'm gonna choose all the gears right now, and I'm gonna right click and then rasterize the layers. Then I'm gonna hide one by one. I'm gonna just hide the gears. I'm gonna hide the gears under and start with the gears above. And what we're gonna do is that we're going to burn the gears to give them a more, you know, old, antique kind of feel. So I'm gonna just select my burn tool here, exposure to about 40%, range midtones, and brush size 69, 53. Let's try 53. And the hardness to 0%. So I'm just gonna start burning, and as you can see, it's starting to work. It makes them look more rusty, more old and antique. There we go. I'm gonna unhide the gears one by one and just move on to the next. There we go. This one too. This one too over here. There we go. Next one. Go. It doesn't matter if you're using a tablet or a mouse to do this. This manipulation can be done easily without any problems with both. Here I'm burning the entire gear here because it's under, so that means that there's more shading under, you know. Now if I unhide them, as you can see, it looks much better now. Like as they did before. So now I'm gonna do the same thing with the gears under. I'm gonna unhide them, and I'm going to select all of them. I'm holding shift, by the way, and clicking on the first one on the bottom and on the last one on the top to select every single gear. I'm gonna right click and then rasterize the layers, and I'm going to hide everything except the first one, and just start working with them, you know, just like this, just like I did this whole time. So I'm just gonna start burning the bottom, leaving the top a bit exposed, you know. There we go. Now let's hide it and pass on to the next one. I'm gonna choose a bigger brush size since the gears are bigger. Gonna make some shading on the bottom. And I'm gonna continue here using my mouse now because my tablet is acting up. I don't know why. There we go. Pass on to the next one. There There you go. It's gonna burn. Fantastic, it's beginning to look really good. This one here. And we're almost done. We just have a few more. So these are on the bottom, so I'm gonna just darken them a bit more than the others. And these on the top a bit less. And now I'm just gonna unhide everything and see how it looks. There we go. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied. It gave it a pretty old kind of feel, and yeah, it looks cool. Let's see, what can we do next? The hair, why not? So we're gonna start with the hair. We're gonna change the hair. The hair is basically just some brushes that I found online, and I forgot from who it was, but I'm gonna give a link in the description. So you get a few brushes, you just import them into Photoshop. I'm suppose you know how to do that. Let me just check which hair is which. I'm just gonna make a new layer on top of everything, so I'm just gonna check. Hold on a second. I need to select my brush tool. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely it. So just click once or twice with the brush. One should do, and maybe twice. Why not? Oh, the opacity is to 92. Let me just put it to 100. And now right-click and convert this to a smart object, the hair, I mean, and just put it above the render, but under the gears. I'm just going to resize this. I'm just going to put it like this. And now what you're going to do is start erasing. So just erase stuff. Let me just select a hardness 89% brush. The size doesn't really matter as long as it's big enough to erase. Just like this. And around the face, we can erase this, because we're going to add some hair later. Now just duplicate this hair copy and put it, I don't know, transform it, put it like this, you know, make it more interesting, and erase the rest. Let me just check. Okay. Now I'm just gonna make a new hair copy under everything, under the gears too, because this is gonna be behind the model, just like this. And I'm gonna start erasing. I'm going to choose a hardness 0 brush and just start erasing softly on the hair. And as you can see, it's beginning to take some shape. I made a mistake with the hair. I guess I have to put everything under, even the hair, so that the gears are above. I'm just going to duplicate the hair here. You know, just add hair as you go. Like this. So remember that our model was blonde when we added her the first time into Photoshop, and now she has black hair. Speaking of black hair, I'm gonna just make a copy on top of the model here, and I'm just gonna make some hair flow from the top like this. I'm just gonna erase the parts that I don't need. And we got some blonde hair remaining on the model there, so I'm just gonna erase it. Just gonna mask it out, select the brush tool with a round brush, and I'm just gonna mask that out, the part of the head. So let me just check which hair is which. There we go. I'm just gonna move this to the side here. I'm just gonna mask the head of the model just a little bit. Just gonna erase a bit from the top, make it round, more natural, you know. Let me just choose white now, so I can unhide. There we go. I'm just gonna grab my burn tool and burn this side. Wait a second. There we go. That was pretty good. Pretty satisfied with the result. Okay, so now we got the hair on our model. What's missing here? So we need some hair, some more hair in the background. So gladly we have our infinite resource of hair, hairbrush here. So I'm just gonna put it around here, I think. Let me see how is it in this one. Okay, so basically around here, and I'm gonna erase all the rest. Just gonna make a new copy. Just choose the eraser tool. Just gonna erase the stuff on the bottom. Just gonna leave the hair around this area. I'm gonna unhide this. Just grab my brush and put it here and transform the hair. There we go. Just gonna erase this part. It's too dark, you know. So the hair looks more natural, you know. That looks pretty good. Right around here. Gonna change the hardness. So this looks very natural. So now I have to group these. I'm gonna select everything and group these, and I'm gonna name these hair. This is also hair. I'm gonna name hair, but this is above, you know. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. Let me check. Yeah, why not? I can add some hair on the model face too. So I'm just gonna create a clipping mask with the hair and add some hair around here. Wait a second. Right around like this. This should do. So I just used the hairbrush on the render. I just create a clipping mask and use it on the render, and now it looks like the hair is flowing on the face. So now what we need to do is we need to add the lights to the gears, and to do this we just make a new layer above everything. Bitte Photoshop crash nicht, bitte Photoshop crash nicht, bitte Photoshop crash nicht. Oh mein Gott. Für einen Moment habe ich gedacht, dass es crasht. And now we are going to select the soft brush, hardness 0, size, it varies. So I'm just gonna zoom in. Select orange as a color, or whatever color you want. I'm going to choose orange because it looks cool. And make sure to add to make this, put this layer on screen, and make sure to click where the holes are of the gears, in the middle of the holes, just like this. This orange is not that good. Let me choose this one. What's this one? Pure yellow or pure yellow orange. Then this looks perfect. So I'm gonna click over here on the gears in the middle. Hold on a second. And here, just anywhere that you see holes. Here, there we have a gear behind, so I'm just gonna put it over there, and I'm gonna grab my eraser tool and just wait a second, and just erase some extra part with a smaller brush, so it doesn't go completely over the gear. Now we're gonna go back to our brush and choose a smaller size and click. As you can see, it's beginning to take shape. And over here, we forgot one. Over here, there's a couple. There we go. Every single hole, just cover it. Anything that you find. Oh, we missed one here. There's one here. That looks pretty dope. We got this big one here that I was saving for last. I'm just gonna make the size bigger and just put it like that over there. Just a really big one, you know? So now once you've done this, you're gonna make a new layer, and in this layer you're gonna put it also on screen, and you're gonna choose white this time, and you're gonna choose a really small brush, about 20 pixels or so, and you're gonna start clicking again in the middle with white. Wait, let me put it on overlay. Yeah, overlay. Put it on overlay. It's better. Just like this. And click again in the holes. I know it's kind of boring, you know, but it does its job. So basically, this effect makes them look like LEDs. Just click in the middle. Got here, got here. Oh, that was here. Oh, we forgot the big one. There we go. And check that out. That looks pretty dope. It looks pretty sick. I'm just gonna save the document for a second. Okay, so now we have to give the model like a glossy look of the face. So let's start by going to the head, the first render that we have. No, actually the color burned. No, wait, let me check here. The color burn part of the head here. We're gonna make a copy above of it, clipped to the main render. And we're gonna call this plastic. I'm sorry, my Photoshop just crashed for a second there. Where were we? So we named the layer plastic. Now we're gonna go to filter, artistic, and then plastic wrap. And this is gonna open up this window with the plastic wrap effect, and just use these settings here on the upper right side, and then OK. And now we put this layer on lighten, and this is gonna give a glossy effect to the face of our model. And now we're gonna grab our eraser tool and just erase where we don't need the plastic to be. So right around here, just leave it on the lips, on the nose, you know. And yeah, that seems to be alright, just like that. So it gives like a glossy effect. There we go. I'm just gonna erase it around here, and there you go. Just a bit here. Let me see if there's something else here. Yeah, there's around here on the head. Here. There we go. We got our glossy effect on the face. Now we need to edit the face a bit, so we're gonna choose our color burn layer, and we're gonna grab our blur tool and just a small size brush, hardness 0%. The size, I don't know, 9 pixels, 14 pixels seems about right. Just make a copy of the color burn layer above and start brushing where you see the pixels and the grain on the skin. So just to make it look really smooth, like a robot, just like this. Here, for example, around here, the eye, in the middle of these eyelashes things, just like this. There we go. On the nose. There we go, and now it looks perfect. Let's accentuate the lights a bit. So I'm gonna make a new copy. Wait. Let me just label this orange lights. So the orange lights, we're just gonna make a copy on top, and we're gonna put these on overlay. And as you can see, the color is way more enhanced. I'm just gonna lower the opacity just a little bit, so it's not that intense. So about 60%, 60. There we go. And it's gonna give a more intense light to the gears. And check that out. That looks absolutely fantastic. I'm pretty satisfied with the results. Let's just add some shading, probably some more effects. You know, just spice it up. I'm gonna name these LEDs. There we go. I'm just gonna make some shadow on the bottom, and for the shadow, I'm just gonna make a new layer on top of the background. I'm gonna choose the hairbrush over here on the bottom, and just gonna put it once here with black. Gonna transform it like this from the top. I'm gonna put it on the bottom like this. Press enter, so it looks like some smudge on the bottom, you know. Then go to filter, blur, motion blur, and let's put it like, I don't know, 161 pixels. Then filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and let's change it to about 13 pixels. Seems to look right. So we just have a shadow of the head on the bottom, you know, and just lower the opacity to about 80%. And that looks fantastic. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I'm just gonna move everything. I'm gonna let me just group the layer. There we go. I'm gonna call this render group. I'm just gonna select everything, you know, and just move it a bit more on top, like this. There we go. That looks fantastic. Well, what else can we do here? Let me just make a new layer above, you know. But for everything, then apply the image, apply image. I don't know. Let's add a sharpen filter. Sharpen. Grab your eraser tool now and just erase the parts that you don't want to be sharpened. Like the hair, no, I mean the gears. I want the gears to be sharpened because they look pretty good. I'm just gonna choose a big brush size of the eraser, you know, and just erase everything that's not on the gears, you know. Let me see. Yeah, that's about right. Over here above, let's just apply the image. Apply image. And put it on overlay. No, or multiply maybe. Let me check. Let me just lower the opacity. Oh, multiply looks good. Let me put it on a lower opacity. Let me try. Yeah, 32% opacity on multiply with an applied image. That looks really good. The colors are more intense. The dark the shadows, sorry, are more intense. I like it. It looks really good. I'm satisfied with it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to share your art. Show me what you got. Show me what you made. Send me a link, you know, some private messages maybe. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.